First, I made sure the outside air adapter, or FA plate, fit correctly on my wood stove. This part can be purchased separately. If yours doesn't fit, one of my videos shows how to modify it so it will. The next step is to install the outside combustion air pipe behind the wood stove. I temporarily set the outside air adapter in place by sliding a length of coat hanger wire, or you can use copper wire, through the screw holes. I measured the distance from the outside air adapter plate to the floor and subtracted ½ inch or so for wiggle room. Using tin snips, I cut a piece of rigid aluminum clothes dryer vent pipe to length, then snapped it together. Since I have a 4-inch outside air adapter, I'm using 4-inch diameter pipe. Then I removed the outside air adapter from the stove, slid the vent pipe onto the adapter, and temporarily put the adapter with pipe back in place on the stove. Using a torpedo level, I made sure the pipe was vertical, checking on several sides. The levels bubble should be between the lines. Holding the pipe in place, I traced around it on the floor with a soft lead pencil. After finding the center of my circle, I drilled a pilot hole through the floor. I'm using a 1/4-inch masonry bit on my limestone tile. Then I used a carbide-tipped arbored hole saw to cut through the limestone. Place the pilot bit in your pilot hole. Before drilling, score the tile by running your drill in reverse or counterclockwise. This will help keep the tile from cracking when you drill. Because I'm connecting my 4-inch pipe above the floor to 3-inch pipe under the floor, I'm making a 3½ inch hole for wiggle room. Set your drill on forward or clockwise and drill the hole. Take your time and let the bit do its work to avoid cracking the tile. Here's how my assembly goes together. The section of 4-inch pipe slides into the bushing, which will rest on top of the floor. The outside air adapter slides onto the other end of the 4-inch pipe. The other end of my bushing will go into my hole and will connect to this 3-inch semi-rigid flexible aluminum dryer vent hose beneath the floor. To make sure everything fit, I had to cut my 4-inch pipe a bit shorter. You'll have to experiment to see how long your pipe can be and still slide into place. There it goes. I used a hose clamp to secure the pipe to the outside air adapter and some HVAC foil tape to seal the gaps where the pipe slides into the bushing. The bushing provides a neat, finished look against the floor. Underneath, I attached a 3-inch diameter 90-degree elbow to the end of my bushing, then attached the elbow to my semi-rigid flexible dryer vent hose. I used a metal hose clamp, sheet metal screws, and HVAC foil tape to connect and seal. The dryer vent hose runs to a dryer vent hood on the outside wall of my house. To hold the backdraft flapper open so air reaches the wood stove, I drilled small holes on both sides of the vent hood. I simply open the flapper and slide a small wire through the holes to keep the flapper open. It can be closed during warm weather when the wood stove is not in use. Outside combustion air sure helps to keep the smoke down.